Chicken and dumplings. And before you come for me, yes, these dumplings started in the freezer aisle. Judge me if you want, but these chicken and dumplings disappear every time I make these in my house. This is a classic that I grew up on, and it's actually so easy to make when you make them using my method. I like to use frozen biscuits to make my dumplings, but you can also use canned biscuits. You'll need some chicken breasts or chicken thighs will work. Chicken thighs are a lot more juicy. You'll need some flour, veggies, spices, along with some broth. So first, I like to season my chicken. I'm going to just season it and rub the spices into one side, and then I'm going to sear that chicken in my pot along with some butter. This is going to lock in the flavor so that those seasoning and spices adhere to the chicken. We don't need to fully cook it right here. It's just to lock in those spices. So I'm going to sear both sides. You can see how those spices are just completely locked in. Then I'm going to take those out of the pan and I'm going to saute the vegetables and the garlic. Once those are nice and fragrant, I'm going to sprinkle in the flour. This is going to thicken up the soup, so I'm going to give that a stir and then add in my broth. Stir everything up again, and then I'm going to hit it again with some more seasoning and spices and taste everything to make sure that it's tasting good. I'm going to add that chicken back to the pot, and then I'm going to let that cook for about 15 to 20 minutes while I prepare these dumplings. I did defrost the frozen dumplings first beforehand, slice them into some little pieces, and then I have some butter, garlic, and parsley here because I'm going to add some flavor to these dumplings, child. So I'm going to brush that on top. Once the chicken is cooked, I'm going to remove it and shred it, add it back to the pot along with some half and half or heavy cream. This is optional. You can skip it if you like, but it adds more flavor and it makes the chicken and dumplings creamy. Then I'm going to add my dumplings to the top. Don't stir this up, just add them to the top. Put that lid back on there and let these cook for a little bit more until they are all the way cooked through. And there you have it, child.